नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। उमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगगन रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरग परमग कृष्णग सच्चिदानंद विग्रहग अनादिरादिर् गोविंदग सर्व कारण कारणम। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge and the topmost knowledge, Pavitram Uttamam. So when we study Bhagavad Gita, we are enjoying Susukam Kartam. And when we study Bhagavad Gita, we know what to do and what not to do. And Krishna is teaching us very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that we are all controlled by the three modes of material nature and we cannot escape from that. And only way to escape from that is simply go along with the flow. So that means we are all controlled by the modes of nature. And Krishna is asking us to act, even though we are controlled by the modes of nature, so to act in such a way that we should not be attached to the results. Swabhava niyatam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. That's what Krishna is doing. So based upon our swabhava, if we perform the prescribed duties, for each swabhava, there is a prescribed duty. So if we perform those prescribed duties, so then we are not going to get any sins. That's what swabhava niyatam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. Shayan swadharmo vigunaga paradharmat swanustitan swabhava niyatam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. So it's better to perform one's own duty instead of doing others' duty very nicely. So because by performing our own duty, means perform the prescribed duties. So then we are not going to get any sin. Based on our gunas, based on our swabhava, so there are four varnas. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam. That's what Krishna said. Chaturvarnya maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasa. Based on guna karma, based on the activities, what we are doing, what we do because of the gunas, the three modes of material nature. So there are four varnas which I created. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Brahmana kshatriya visam sudranam cha parantapa karmani pravibhaktani swabhava prabhavai gunai. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaisya, Sudra, all these four different varnas, they are all created based upon our swabhava. That no one can change. Our swabhava is by birth. We are the soul. The swabhava is the soul is each and every individual soul has got a particular combination of these three modes of material nature. We already know very well from Bhagavad Gita that we are taking birth in this material world. We are forced to accept this body in this material world by these three modes of nature. Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Sattvam, Rajas, Tama. So these three gunas, gunaga, prakriti, sambhavaga. Nibandhanti Mahabaho Dege Deginam Abhyam. Sattvam Rajas Tama iti Gunaga Prakriti Sambhava. So these three modes of material nature are binding the soul inside this body. Nibandhanti Mahabaho Dege Deginam Abhyam. So that means we are born with our Swabhava. So, but we need to use our Swabhava and execute all the activities. So Niyatam Karma. So that means prescribed duties. That's what is very important. Niyatam Karma. Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam Karma Jayogi Akarmanaga. We already studied in the 3rd chapter also. 8th sloka. Krishna is teaching us. Perform your prescribed duty, which is better than not doing your duty, not doing anything. So, based upon what Varna we belong to, so there are prescribed duties. Samodamas tapaha saucham shantir arjavam evacha jnanam vijnana astikyam brahma karma swabhavacha. That's what Krishna is saying. So that is samo, peacefulness, damas, self-control, tapa, austerity, samo, damas, tapa, chaiva, shantir, arjavam, evacha. So shantir, tolerance, arjavam, honesty. So then jnanam, vijnanam, astikyam. So jnanam, there is knowledge, vijnanam, wisdom, and astikyam, religiousness. So all these things are brahma karma swabhavajam. So they are for the brahmanas. So brahma karma swabhavajam. Whereas sauryam tejo dhriti daksham yuddhe chapi apalayanam danam ishvara bhavascha kshatram karma swabhavajam. So that is shauryam, tejo, so resourcefulness, tejo, power, and sauryam, heroism, power, and sauryam, tejo, dhriti, determination, dakshyam, that is resourcefulness. So sauryam, tejo, dhriti, dakshyam, yuddhe chapi apalayanam, so not running out of the battle. So that's what yuddhe chapi apalayanam. So that means having that courage to fight in the battle to protect the righteousness. And dhanam isvara bhavascha. So dhanam, so that is generosity. And isvara bhavascham, so that is having leadership nature. So isvara bhavascha. These are all kshatram karma swabhavajam. So this swabhava is for the kshatriyas. Naturally, we will fit into one of these categories. There is no doubt about it. So then Krishi Goraksha Vanijam Vaisya Karma Swabhavajam Paricharyatmakam Karma Sudrasyapi Swabhavajam. So Krishi means plowing. So that is farming basically. Krishi Goraksha means protecting the cows, cow protection. Krishi Goraksha Vanijam. So that means doing business, Vanijam. So Krishi Goraksha Vanijam. So that is Vaisya Karma Swabhavajam. So that is Vaisya. So then Paricharyatmakam Karma. So to render all these other services. So Paricharyatmakam Karma, that is Sudrasyapi Swabhavajam. These are all based on the Swabhav. Sve sve karmani abhirataga samsiddhim labate naraga. Swakarma nirattaka siddhim yata vindadi tachnu. That's what Krishna is saying. So just by performing our svesve karmani abhirata, so based upon our swabhava, so if you simply swabhava niyatam, so swabhava, that is, if we perform our karma, swakarma nirattaka siddhim. So if we just get engaged on our swakarma, so based upon our swabhava, swakarma nirattaka siddhim yata vindadi tachnu. So how you can get siddhi, how you can attain perfection. So you hear from him. That's what Krishna is teaching. So we are all having swabhava. We are all controlled by the three modes of material nature. Each and every individual has his or her own swabhava. But how to achieve perfection, siddhi, by acting using our swabhava. That's what Krishna is teaching. That is, yataka pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam swakarmana tham abhyarchya siddhim vindati manava. So, by whom? So, yathaga pravrittir bhutanam. From whom? From whom all these living entities have come. That's what yathaga pravrittir bhutan. Yena sarvam idam tatam. By whom everything is pervaded. From whom everything is emanated. By whom everything is pervaded. So that's what yathaga pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvam idam tatam. Swakarmana tham abhyarchya. So if we just worship him and perform the service, so swakarma, so based upon our swabhava, whatever is our swakarma, if we just do that by worshipping that Supreme Lord, from whom everything is emanated, all living entities have come, and by whom everything is pervaded. So if we just by worshipping him, then siddhim mindati manavaga, then we are going to get siddhi. We are going to enjoy perfection. We are going to get siddhi. So that's what is going to happen. If we just work for Krishna, if we render devotional service unto Krishna, if we have this complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and surrender everything unto Krishna, if the goal of our life is only to please Krishna, then we are going to get siddhi, perfection. If we get siddhi, then we are going to go to Goloka, Krishna's way. So that's what perfection. So that means we are not going to be affected by success or failure in this material realm. That means we are freed from the dualities in this material realm. So free from the dualities. So that's what is siddhi, perfection. So that we are going to get simply by studying this Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge. So that way we know that we are controlled by the modes of nature, and we know that simply by surrendering unto Krishna, simply by rendering devotional service unto Krishna, we can free ourselves from these three modes of material nature. That is definitely going to happen in our life. We will definitely get ourselves freed from the three modes of material nature. There is no doubt about it. Because this Bhagavad Gita has got so much power to do it. This knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, which is given by Krishna, Lord Shri Krishna, which was given by Krishna to the sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan gave it to Manu, and Manu gave it to Ikshvaku. The same knowledge which was broken, the disciplic succession, which was lost when the disciplic succession was broken. So Krishna is again established that same knowledge by giving it to Arjuna. And the same knowledge we are studying now, because that disciplic succession is still going on. It has not lost. The disciplic succession is going on. That too, Bhagavad Gita as it is there for us. There is enough Bhagavad Gita as it is. And Krishna's mercy, Krishna is arranging our opportunity for us to study this Bhagavad Gita every day. And we are able to understand each and every sloka very well. We are able to understand that Krishna is the Supreme Lord without any doubt. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead without any doubt. So this Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, which is making such a big change in our life, basically. It gives meaning to our life. Everyone is going to die. We are going to lose this body. We are going to lose this life. So that is going to happen. We don't know when it is going to happen, but it is going to happen, that we know. But before that happens, we should actually use this life, whatever time is available to us, in serving Krishna, in connecting ourselves with Krishna, establishing our connection with Krishna. We should not lose this opportunity at all. That's what we are aiming. That's why we are able to study Bhagavad Gita, understand all these slokas very well. No doubt. And since we are repeating these slokas again and again, at some point of time, eventually, it's going to stay with us. We are not going to forget. It's actually stored in our long-term memory, actually. So we can easily recollect. So it just Krishna, because Krishna gives the memory. That's a very important point. From me comes the remembrance. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So Krishna gives us the memory to remember him at the time of death. Because that memory has to come from Krishna. And Krishna can give such memory to only those who are eligible to get liberation from this material veil. Many times people ask the question that anyone who can remember Krishna at the time of death, maybe he's doing all kinds of nonsense activities, but simply at the time of death, by remembering Krishna, can he go to Golok? Krishna has to give us the remembrance to remember him at the time of death. That we need to understand. Will Krishna give anyone and everyone that remembrance to remember him at the time of death, that memory to remember him at the time of death? No. Krishna is there in our heart as the super soul. Krishna knows us very, very well. Krishna knows whether we are eligible to go to Goloka or not. So that way, Krishna only he takes his devotees to Goloka. That's what is very important. So that question itself is irrelevant, basically. Nobody can just like that remember Krishna at the time of death. If we are not able to remember Krishna 24/7 now, then it is impossible for us to remember Krishna at the time of death. Even in the 8th chapter also, Krishna is only talking about yogis only, not for everyone. Only yogis. So at the time of death, how yogis can go to Krishna? That's what Krishna is talking about. Yatra kale tvanavrittam avrittam chaiva yoginaha prayatayati tam kalam vakshyami bharat. So that is yoginaha. That is for the yogis. So that's what Krishna is talking about. So that is not applicable to every individual soul. So only for the yogis at the time of death, if they remember Krishna, they will go to Goloka, and Krishna will make us to remember him if we are ready to go to Goloka. So that way, that part we don't have to worry. Because devotees ask such questions, what if we remember? And sometimes the devotees also ask the question that somebody who is dying and he's in coma, so how can we remember Krishna at the time of death? All such things, all such questions will come. But we need to understand very clearly that if we are ready to go to Goloka, we don't have to worry about it. If we are eligible to get liberation and ready to go to Goloka, Krishna will give us that remembrance, and Krishna will take us to Goloka because he is with us. That's the important point. Krishna is there in our heart as the super soul. He is the Paramatma. Krishna is there with us. So when we go to Goloka, Krishna is going to take us to Goloka. That's what is very important. Krishna is always with us. Not even a single moment Krishna gets away from us. He is always with us. So if we always remember Krishna, if you are always engaged in Krishna's devotional service, then Krishna is going to take us to Goloka. So for that, this very important step is to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita again and again, and understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, completely, and follow what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So spread this message, make devotees everywhere, and study this Bhagavad Gita and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and offer prasadam to Krishna. And do not miss this Bhagavad Gita, what we are studying. So that's what we are doing. We are all very, very, very fortunate and a very unique team of devotees that we are able to study Bhagavad Gita every day. That is the main point. We are not studying anything else. We are studying Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. So that's what is very important. And we are able to study each and every sloka very well. We are able to understand all the 700 verses very clearly, very nicely, no doubt, no confusion. And Krishna is teaching us everything, because this knowledge also comes from Krishna. Krishna is seated in everyone's heart. Sarvasya chagam kriti sannivishto mattagas smritir jnanam. So memory comes from Krishna at the time of death to remember him. And this knowledge also is coming from Krishna, mattagas smritir jnanam. And many times I already mentioned in the past that we also need forgetfulness to forget about everything in this material world. So that forgetfulness also comes from Krishna. So that way Krishna gives us what all we need to get rid of this material world, material body. So Krishna takes care of us very, very well. We are under the protection of Krishna. We really don't have to worry about anything. There is no need for any confusion, no need to worry. We simply have to surrender our life to Krishna. That's what Madgata Prana, Machitta, Madgata Prana. That's what is very, very important. Before time runs out, we have to fully utilize our life, all our resources, everything, all our knowledge, whatever we have, everything in Krishna's service. That means just spreading this Bhagavad Gita, identifying the devotees and giving them this knowledge. That's what we should be utilizing. That should be our only goal, nothing else. Rest is taken care by Krishna very well. We all will be able to experience Krishna in our life. So Krishna's help. Krishna is doing everything for us. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 13 shlokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the shloka number 12, what we studied, Ishtan Bogan Hivo Deva Dasyante Yajna Bhavitaha Taidatana Pradayabhyo Yobunte Stena Yevasagam. So those devas, demigods, satisfied with what we give, they also give it back to us. And we need to make sure to give it back again and again to Krishna. That's what is very important. For us, this question already came yesterday also. We discussed, out of all yajnas, jnana yajna is the ultimate. So Shayan Drabya Mayad Yajna, Jnana Yajnaga Parantapa. So we are doing that every day. We are studying this Bhagavad Gita every day. We are understanding that Krishna is the Supreme Lord through this Bhagavad Gita. So that way we are directly connected with Krishna. So that way Krishna is taking care of us fully. In charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna, will supply all necessities to you, but he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to worry about it. We are so busy. We are very much engaged in pleasing Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that way, when we are utilizing all our resources, everything in Krishna's service, we are not thieves. So in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in the 13th sloka, Yajnashishta sinaga santo muchyamte sarvagil kil vishayi bunjate te tvagam papa ye pachantyatmakaranat. So the devotees, santo, the devotees who take prasadam, who eat prasadam after offering to Krishna as yajna, they are freed from all sins. Muchante sarva kilpisha. But others who prepare food only to gratify their tongue, only for sense gratification, sense enjoyment, they eat only sins. That's what Krishna is saying. That Bunjate tet agam papa ye pachanti atmakana. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin. So in the next sloka, what we are studying today, Krishna is teaching us in this sloka number 14 in the 3rd chapter. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaga yajnat bhavati parjanyo yajnaka karma samudbhavaga. So living entities sustain. So based on by using grains, we are able to live from the grains only. So that is annat, from food. So without food, we will die. So we need to eat food every day. So that's what annat bhavanti bhutani. This is not a secret. We already know very well. And parjanyad anna sambhava. And how this food is produced? Rain. So without rain, there is no food. Without food, we cannot live. We cannot sustain. And without rain, there is no food. Parjanyad anna sambhava. And how the rain is coming? Yajnat bhavati parjanyo. So only by yajnas. So yajnat bhavati parjanyo. So that's what we need. So if we are really devotees, if we are doing all yajnas, all such things, then they need a rain come. So otherwise we see these days, some places it rains so heavily and floods and all kinds of destruction. And some places, sometimes same place, some years, there is no rain at all and it's drought conditions. All such things are happening. But if we are Krishna's devotees, if everyone is a devotee of Krishna, if we are engaged in Krishna's service, so Krishna, we don't have to worry. Krishna gives us just the needed rain. That's it. Because Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that tapami aham varsham nigrhinami utsrujami. So I am the heat and rain. Tapami aham. Tapami aham means I am the heat. Aham varsham means I am the rain. So Nigrihanami Utsurjamicha. I withhold and send forth. That's what Nigrihanami Utsurjamicha. So that way, if we are devotees of Krishna, if we render devotional service unto Krishna, so then we don't have to worry about all this. So that's what yajna. So if yajna, if you do, yajnat bhavati parjanyo. So then definitely it rain comes. If you do yajna, if you offer everything to Krishna, then definitely rain comes. And that yajna karma samudbhava. So from such yajnas, karma is produced. So because in order to perform our yajna, we need to act. Without acting, how can we perform our yajna? Yajnartat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaga. That's what we studied. So yajnartat karmano. So that means yajna. To perform yajna, we have to act. So that's what yajna karma samudbhava. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So this cycle continues. Again, next sloka also it continues. We are going to study. But in this sloka, what we understand is that all living bodies subsist on food grains, which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, and yajna is born of prescribed duties. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 14th sloka in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatari. Om Jnanativiradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Subir Mishra Prabhu says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram, Hare Hare.
R.K. Goyal Prabhu has raised his hand.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, this is a wonderful class today, and I have got some thoughts to share, if you allow me.
Yes.
You have repeatedly used the word memory in today's class, and when we see it in today's context of computers, we all know that computers, they work on memories and the data transmission. So all different computers, different personal computers have got different personal data. Based on that, a person is able to interact with the rest of the world. So actually, it is basically the memories that we accumulate over a period of time in this lifetime that decides what kind of a thought we will get at the time of leaving this world.
Yes.
So actually, when I do this mantra meditation in the morning, it is now almost 1.5 years doing 16 rounds, I sometimes feel that very, very stray thoughts deep in the memory, which have got no correlation with today's context, they keep on coming to surface. And when I realize that I'm getting distracted, I again come back to the mantra, means name, holy name of the Lord and the mantra. And I don't know whether they come just to get liquidated. Maybe they might be coming to the surface so that they get annihilated. And when I go back to mantra, bring my focus back to the mantra, probably they are vanished, not to come again, probably.
Yes.
So that keeps the memory space, that makes the memory space free. So more and more memory space I get, and whatever is remaining, that remains only the attachment that I am now making with the mantra. So that is the finally when I think this is my feeling that we are on the right path. Gradually we will get rid of all those stray thoughts which are deep in our memory lane, and at the last moment probably we will be left, if it is the mercy of the Krishna, then only, and then we will be left only one memory, that is the Krishna's name, and that will be our visa and passport. Passport already we are having, that will be probably our visa, which will be leading us to Goloka. So Guruji, with your kind effort and this mercy of Krishna, such kind of thoughts are automatically getting generated, and I feel very happy and very I feel very, very big happiness in my heart when I get such kind of thoughts, and I realize that I'm on the right path probably.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Guruji, for this wonderful
Krishna's
class.
mercy, definitely. Yes, bro. Hare Krishna. Thank you for sharing your experience. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There are no questions. Thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Shashi Kopat Mataji. Hare Krishna. Shiva Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna. Palniappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I think this particular chapter is total.
I think you got muted, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Palniappan Prabhu.
We have to do is given by this particular chapter, it looks. Because after, say, a few months before, you explained about the three modes of nature. And today again, we are hearing from you the same three modes of nature, how it is important and what we have to do with that three modes of nature. And I felt when you said all these explanation that in few years, that is in my childhood, in the sense around 14, 15 years, all these three modes were really followed on those days. To some extent, really followed. People were not so much of money conscious, fun conscious, and they were doing their duty, whatever is the modes of nature says, the same duties performed on those days, which I remember even till today. But
Yes.
slowly that all that are gone away. And today, except money, we don't think. Whatever modes of nature you born, whatever way you born, all the three, still they are all things that they are all equal and money only important. Equal in the sense money-wise. And they don't do their duties, prescribed duties are totally changed today. Totally changed. Who is doing what duty is not known to anybody. Even though he is Kshatriya, he does different duty. He may be Brahmana, but he is doing different duty. That type of only money, nothing else. So that type of things have happened, but I don't know whether it will come back to those days. At those days was somewhat we were calm and we were peaceful. Those days, in the childhood days, I will say, up to 1955, 60, like that. Afterwards, slowly the whole world changed and money only given importance. That is my feeling when I heard this today from you, Guruji. That is the real thing happening. Anyway, when we change, that is why I feel on those days, if you count, it may be 10 in 1,000, maybe. And today it is 1 in 1,000. I don't know where it will go slowly.
Yes, Prabhu. It is 1 in 1,000 all the time. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. That
Thank
was
you,
the
Prabhu.
feeling I got.
I got the opportunity to serve
Anyway,
Krishna.
when
We
we
will
have
make
to
you
see, when we see personally, we have as you rightly said, we have the opportunity and we are more or less in 1 in 1,000. That
Yes,
is the. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, and thank you so much indebted. You are taking so much of effort to keeping us every day in Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
no
Krishna
questions in today's class, Prabhuji. It's all clear and it's wonderful. It's so pleasant to be in this class and enjoy the class, enjoy the Bhagavad Gita, Prabhuji. So that's
Yes,
wonderful. Thank you for that, Prabhu. And that is
Then-
all Krishna's mercy. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Guruji. Hare Krishna, all
Hare
devotees.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Shashi Kopat Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Guruji, for today's wonderful class.
Yes,
And hope
Mataji.
everything is fine at your end by
Yes,
Krishna's mercy.
Mataji. Krishna's mercy, everything is going fine. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. And everything is clear, Guruji. No questions today. Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Guruji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Mataji.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama.
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Really, it is wonderful feeling to listen from you. Really wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna
Thank
Mataji.
you for a wonderful class.
Yes,
And
Mataji.
thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Very nice message about how our memory and forgetfulness both are given
Yes,
by
ma'am.
Krishna.
Yes, everything is given by Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
And we
I think
need both.
yes, we need both. And I think as we grow older, they say the only the good memories of our younger age remain. And the older memories, when I
Yes.
see my mother and all has little amnesia, so she will remember all her relatives, all the good things, and she does a lot of chanting also. So I'm seeing that it is very it's very true, and a very
Yes.
good observation by Ravindra Goyal Prabhu also. Like
Yes.
he said, the mantra erases all the
Yes. Yes,
the
Mataji.
bad things from the mind and creates space only for Krishna. It's a wonderful thing, Guruji. Very
We will
nice.
change, Mataji. We ourselves are seeing the change in our way of life, everything. It will happen. Krishna's mercy, it will happen.
Yes. And very nice to hear from Parniappan Prabhu also about how life was so
Yes.
different because
It's
nobody
different,
had
yes.
there were other more important things to just basically live. Now there is excess of everything. So that is the reason everybody is forgetting the basics of life.
Yes, Mataji. That is
Thank
correct.
you. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for being with us every day. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you
Hare
for the
Krishna.
wonderful class.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I'm getting ready to go to India after 4.5 years to meet my
Oh,
parents.
very nice, Prabhu, very nice.
Yeah,
When
so
are
I'm
you
going to
leaving,
Hyderabad.
Prabhu? When?
I'm leaving on 26th, back on 14th. I will kind of try to work from there some days, but let's see.
So you're going
Um,
roughly only about 20 days, correct? Less than 20 days.
Yeah, less than 20 days.
It will
And
go
then,
very fast.
Then I heard this morning that my mother fell and, her thigh bone is broken. She's in hospital. And they'll have to put a steel rod on something on Monday.
Hare
So,
Krishna.
so
I
yeah,
wish a very quick, speedy recovery, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So
Very-
I'm going to talk to her at some point. I don't know. She can't talk to her right now, but we'll see how she
So
does.
which place, Prabhu? Where you are from, Prabhu? In India? Which place?
I go to Hyderabad. My
Hyderabad.
family's
So you
all in
mentioned Hyderabad. Yes.
Yeah, Hyderabad. So yeah, we will see what happens. But I will try to work with her and tell her that we have to find a reason why. There is a reason why this happened, and we have to just accept it and try our best to move on as we can. But yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting the family, and we were very excited.
Yes, Prabhu. I
Kids were
hope
very excited.
I pray to Krishna, Prabhu. Krishna's causeless mercy is there. So Krishna's mercy, she will recover quickly.
No, thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. But thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us, settled in Krishna consciousness and helping us keep moving forward. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji. Today's class is very interesting, Guruji. Just I was thinking of the today's class. Then first R.K. Goyal Prabhuji has told about the mantra chanting, how the memory. Just I could relate to his experience very much, Guruji. The only thing is, whenever the thoughts comes, I was thinking they are very strong and it's very difficult to remove them. Today I realized with R.K. Prabhuji's experience, it could be to annihilate the thing they are coming with Krishna's mercy. That one I have to focus. That's what I felt, Guruji. When the deep thoughts are coming and chanting, that means they are in the process of erasing it. That I was thinking, why it is coming, like that. I was just thinking. Instead of that, it's a process of erasing. That is what I learned from his experience, Guruji. So that I will think today, whenever thought comes, that thought means it is going to erase with Krishna's mercy.
That's correct, definitely.
I will think the thanks for R.K. Goyal Prabhu for sharing his experience, Guruji. It would be really help people like me, Guruji, who are into chanting, and chanting has helped. Chanting is the only thing which has helped me, actually. So thanks to R.K. Prabhu. Thanks for you, Guruji. It's all because of you we are in this consciousness.
It is Krishna's mercy.
Thanks a lot, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Vrinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. It's wonderful to learn every day that we are so entangled in our material world, and how the three modes of nature are really forcing us and creating this swabhava, and to follow our prescribed duties and to do other duties. Yes, Guruji, your learning was very good today.
Yes, Mataji.
It's helping
Krishna's
us
mercy.
move forward. Yes, Guruji.
Yes.
Krishna's mercy. We just need his mercy, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
So my
Krishna's
son and
mercy.
family are planning to come from the US in the month of August.
Very nice.
After
Very
3 years, they will be coming. I'll be meeting my children. And he's going to be working from here for that post office from there. So actually it's a big struggle, because here the night and day and work from home from here means sleep is very little for him.
He's not taking vacation from Mataji, if he takes vacation.
Guruji, he's got vacation, but after 10 days of working from here. So out of he'll be here for 12-13 days, out of which he has to give in at least 8 days compulsory. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. It's all Krishna's mercy. I think you will
but because of the children and the children are small. So because of the children, he has to come along with them. And they have holidays at this moment over there.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
So that's
very nice.
So yes, just hoping for a good Krishna conscious holiday along with that. Yes,
everything
Guruji.
if we depend on Krishna, Krishna will take care, Mataji. No need to worry.
Yes, Guruji.
His plans. As I always say that Krishna has got plans for us. That's it. He will engage us.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Suresh Tabi Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice session, Guruji, today also. I could learn, like, is it not just remembering at the time of death? Is also not in your hands. No, it is
Yes.
it is in the hands of the Krishna.
Krishna.
So it is not like a free visa. So
Yes.
like, unless like you remember him throughout the life. No, you
If you are
cannot.
qualified, then Krishna will make us to remember him.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, yeah. That was a more like today, like I could get more insight onto that. No, because all these days, like I was thinking, just remembering how you would go. No, so it is like, unless you get a visa from him, it is not possible. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dandavat Pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare.
Hare
आपका
Hare.
आशीर्वाद बना रहे. Thank you Guruji.
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Namaskara,
Namaskar,
Guruji.
Prabhu.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare. Today I could not able to devote 100%, Guruji. Little
Okay.
external disturbance happened. I was to attend that.
You can watch the YouTube. You can follow through YouTube lectures.
I could not able to concentrate 100%.
Okay. Prabhu.
Today's slogas and your explanation was about the different swabhava, we
Yeah.
inherited. Naturally it inherited. Somebody brave,
Yes.
somebody is very well educated, somebody is having philosophical. So many characteristics are there. They are born with that. So with that character, they have to build their own way. Like Arjuna is a warrior. So he was told to do war for the dharma. That is what Krishna has told him. The one more thing is your body, mind, the rebirth will take place on their own. You can't stop it. It will happen on a cumulative basis. But the soul, what it is there, it remains as it is. Whatever the rupa it changes, but it remains constant as it is. So the one story it remembered today's slogas. See, the test happened with Arjuna also. See, the Kandalya which he was using, one time it so happened that Kandalya was given to Karna. Karnan is such a warrior, he is having so much of talent. He did not accept that Kandalya. He said, I depend on my own talent, my own skill. I don't need this Kandalya for my war purposes. So Arjuna was little confused. He went to Vyasar Bhagavan, and he asked why Karnan has not accepted this Kandalya. What is the reason? He said, you will not know now. In the main course, you will understand. The same way, what has happened is the whole yuga is completed. Then Krishna Bhagavan wanted to go his original place. He told Arjuna, you go to Indraprastha and take all my lady members, female members safely, and you go and give them the shelter. So Arjuna is going in his own vehicle. In the meanwhile, the robbers, all the thieves, they came. They stopped him. So at that time, Arjuna, the Kandalya with which he has won so many wars, he won so many battles, he could not able to lift that Kandalya. So he was so perplexed. He could not able to save. The robber came and they did all their act. Arjuna was very shameful. He said, what is the reason I could not able to do? Then he went to Vyasar. Then Vyasar explained him why Karnan refused. He said that I never had a mercy of Krishna. Even if I take that Kandilya, it is useless to me. Therefore, I did not dependent on that. So then Arjuna said, I won so many battles with the same Kandilya. Why I could not able to defend my lady members, female members from the thief and robber? I could not able to lift. Then Vyasar explained, Krishna has gone to a different field. All along he was with you. All along he was with you, and you could able to perform your duties at the best. But now you cannot able to do it. Why? Because he distanced from you.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Krishna is there with us only. All the time he is there. He is there in our heart as the super soul. Yes.
So the consciousness, Krishna consciousness, that is what it explains.
Yes. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you very much Guruji. Wonderful class and excellent explanation by Mani Prabhu Guruji. We have been we heard the stories, but he gives a fantastic the basis and the perception, Guruji. How Krishna's mercy is more important. Whatever weapon we have, whatever skills we have, without Krishna's mercy, all become useless, Guruji. That's very good. And really, Chandrakanta Mathur Madaji also said we should all learn to erase, Guruji. That is one of the fundamental mistake I am doing. I keep accumulating, and many things are going on mind also, Guruji. Coming Tuesday is my financial quarter presentation to management, revenue slips, all. So many things are disturbing, Guruji. Yesterday Tamil class was wonderful, but today's English class I couldn't focus, Guruji. So it's all my mind which plays the tricks and game, Guruji. There are many things. I start off with many things, but only finish with few. Every time when I do stock taking, I'm very ambitious. I have 100 plans, but when I end up doing only fraction of it, Guruji, not even a whole, not even one here and there, Guruji, that is really disturbing. Then I realized one thing I'm doing, one thing I can definitely do very well is offering Krishna Prasadam and doing chanting, Guruji. That is the simplest thing. The rest all, like Mani Prabhu said, right, I can't do without Krishna's mercy, Guruji. And good lessons, Guruji. And our other Dipesh Prabhu's mother, she will also recover well. Nothing to worry, Guruji. These days, fantastic hospitals and this steel plate fixing and all, they people do it in minutes, Guruji, effortless. We don't have to worry, Guruji. She will also recover very well. As he rightly said, there is a meaning. Otherwise, we don't associate our flesh close to the family, Guruji. So there is a meaning in it, and those are the most enjoyable time when we look back, Guruji. Those days I stayed in hospital, I have gone through few surgeries and all. That is where people come close to you, and we really enjoy the true love, Guruji. The mercy, love, God's mercy, and relatives' real love all comes into the picture, Guruji. Everything will go well, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. We are very much blessed to listen to your classes, Guruji. And this is one of the priceless gift Lord Krishna has sent you as a Messiah for all of us, Guruji. And I hope we shall all meet one of these days, Guruji, and reverberate with us. And with your blessing and wish, you please bring Radhanath Swamiji also in our class one of these days, Guruji. We shall all meet, continue his teachings, and we have to influence his character to all our devotees also, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all of you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful session, and really I'm very lucky to attend this class and discussion of Gita and how Sumad Chandrakanta Mataji and Ram Prabhu, all devotees are very getting more and more sincere, and they're expressing their how it's devoted to Lord Krishna, and really you are enjoyable. enlightening this class and we inject us in our mind this highest knowledge, which is very essential. And as I am busy now going to the class for examinations, so really, real life test is here. So by attending the class is not enough. We have to be very sincere, and Prabhupada has rendered great service for going through this wonderful job, this wonderful work really for to make us complete man. Perfect man can be achieved through this Gita class. So how Arjuna is also very anxious, inquisitive to know what to do, what not to do. Like a student asks questions about like Nachiketa asking all the small kid asking different type of question, how inquisitive to Yama, and is a very great lesson in Kotani Upanishad. Really, we should go through all the Upanishads and Gitas, and really we get so many great lessons and from Gita. And I am very thankful, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Krishna, Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.